Hi everyone, it's Colleen with Artwork by Colleen. I'm here today to do Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I haven't done a character cane in a long time, so I thought I'd go through it with y'all. I've shortened this video up. This was a video I made about a year ago, and I think that I've improved considerably in my film making. So this is just going to show you that you literally put it together piece by piece. If you notice here, I'm starting from his beard at the bottom, and I'm just beginning to put in the little lines that you can see for the definition of his beard, so that you can see the three little pieces that go in to give the depth to his beard a little bit. I turned the picture upside down because I feel like sometimes upside down you get a better straight picture of following the lines rather than trying to follow the overall picture. So I'm just got the beard going here. You want to always make the black outlines that you're doing there the thinnest that you have in your pasta machine, which mine is a 9, and I usually do the thickest on the inside pieces that I'm building. This is a project that, believe it or not, when I made the whole video, the video was 2 hours long, and as I started to watch it, to reduce it, I realized how incredibly boring it was. So I'm not sure if this is going to be much better, but I feel like it gives you a step-by-step to really see what it takes to build it. Right there, you can see I put the color in and then I pulled it back out, covered it in black and put it back in so that it shows a lot more definition. And then I finished covering the beige around it. That's going to be his beard. There's a close-up view, which I don't know why I didn't do the whole thing close-up because it looks a whole lot better that way. But listen, this is, like I said, it's been over a year. The pink part is going to be kind of his mouth, lip, I guess you would call it. And there I'm just forming the lip where it should be. I kind of pulled the beard away from it. Here you'll see the quick process of putting the lips together, and then I'm going to cover that in black. Then after it's covered in black and sliced down, I am going to reattach it to the original bearded area, but this just gives you an idea. You can see me curving it to make it look like the actual lips that it's going to turn out to be. Now it's being placed into place, and then I'm going to trim it off. And the next thing we're going to do is make 2 little triangle white pieces, and we're going to add in those teeth because they really give it a lot of definition, and we're going to cover those teeth with black. Once that's taken care of, we're going to do that upper lip. Somehow I missed that video. I guess I deleted it because I was so bored watching it. And we're going to put that upper lip there. I want to keep the definition of those 2 teeth. So you saw where I pushed down with the dowel so that it really gives it a lot of definition. Here we're just continuing to build along right now. I'm putting together the piece to make the nostrils so that we have the more definition for his nose. Those parts come together. And you can see that area is coming together. Now his nose is done after we add the black and the dark brown. Now we're coming up to the next section. His face has a lot of different colors, if you see. And literally all I'm doing here is just filling in the blanks. It's like a coloring book, but in 3D, maybe you could say. It's important to try to keep everything. In this section, you'll see I'm building up the little pieces so that it looks like his fur mane, like on his forehead, I guess his hair, maybe you would say. So it's a bunch of little pieces put together and then a big piece on top of that. And you can see it comes together looking like his fur. Now I'm just continuing to build here, following the lines, filling in the blanks as we go, and it's starting to take some shape. While we're here watching the process, I would like to ask that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, that you would please do so. I'd greatly appreciate. Also, that if you'd like my video and if you care to comment, I'd love to hear your comments about the videos. I know it's a really super fast speed, but it's kind of boring to watch. However, if you wanted to get a good idea of what it's like to make a character cane, this gives you a good idea. Right now, we're working on the eye. We started with some black, we outlined it in blue, and then we went and outlined the blue and black, added a little bit of white to it, and there you can see the eye is done, just like his eyes are on the thing. And there are both of the eyes put in. It makes it so much more vibrant and comes to life that way. Making a character cane isn't really all that difficult, but it does take a lot of patience and it takes a really long time. As I've said before a couple of times, I don't know if I've said them on here, but a character cane takes me probably 6 to 8 hours, depending on the complexity of the cane. So in the end, it's worth it because by the time that I finish making this, oh, he's looking pretty cute. By the time I finish making this and reduce it, I've got enough cane to last me for a good long while. And I usually do it in several different sizes so that depending on what project I'm working on, I have different sizes to choose from. Here's a couple of tips I've learned in making character canes. One, never start with the eyes because the eyes oftentimes end up having to be a little bit bigger than they are in the picture that you're working on so that it's in proportion with the rest of the project that you're doing. I found that out the hard way because I made a Marie a very long time ago and she looked like she was the most obese Marie ever to be because her face was super fat and her eyes were small. But it helped teach me never to do the eyes first. Pick a spot at the top or at the bottom and just start working your way. Don't start in the middle. I don't suggest it because it's going to lead you astray. You can see here that we're getting close to the end, thank goodness, because I don't know what else I have to say about this video other than it's really worth it in the end. And it's so cool when you end a project and it builds this character so completely. It's a really rewarding feeling, at least it is for me. It's also important to keep as much definition like it as you can so that it looks as much like the character as you'd hoped it would be. In saying that, you do not have to put every single solitary piece and line in there. I've learned that as well from doing several character canes. I've probably by this time done over 100 of them. While the character is coming to its final shape, I wanted to throw out there to y'all, I'd love to hear your feedback, whether you'd like to see more character cane tutorials or you'd prefer to stick with the flowers or kaleidoscope. I'd really love your input so that I'd know what content to provide you. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment, I'd appreciate you putting your feedback into the comments. That would greatly help me out. You can see here we're getting the finishing touches going on just to get the final pieces put together so that he's completely done. We're doing his last little horn, I guess you call it, and covering that with black. And there you go. There's the finished piece. I'm pretty happy with him. In hindsight, I sure wish I would have shown the process of how you cover him with translucent, making sure you keep all the details. There is the reduced product. Thanks for watching my video. You guys subscribe, like, and have a blessed and awesome day.